Since we've done this, I'm not really sure what to do with my hands.
I don't. Just do whatever you want. You need a new map.
Nick, what's
Dave,
happening?
Did you hear the story this weekend?
Yeah, well, so the last time we were together, Dustin Johnson won the Tour Championship.
Yeah, that's not the story
This week, we've got the RSM, so
at Augusta that beat Jordan Spieth and Tiger Woods, that guy.
Yep.
The previous records for sure. We've got a rookie who finished tied for second too, Sung J M. And Tiger made a 10 on a par 3. Can we show that to get started?
Let's start with that.
All
the
right.
10 was, I wouldn't even call it a meltdown 10. You know, Jordan a couple years ago was a meltdown 10.
This was good.
This was a legit solid 10. And then I liked his bounce back though. So
yeah.
Let's talk about the 10 first.
So the greens were super soft. He hit this first shot. He said he misplayed the wind. Came up a little short, spun back in the creek. That happens all the time. Then the next one, though, this is the hard shot because the greens are soft. He had to pick a shot. He could either have a full swing into it,
right,
or he could play a little partial shot like he did here and try to have less spin. Tried the partial shots, still had too much spin, backed that up into the
That one I was
creek.
surprised went in, to be honest with you. That thing looked like it was deep onto the green.
It was a good shot. It's just so soft there. So then he tries the same thing again and realizes he's got to carry it farther.
Yep.
This is probably where I just would have gone a little closer and tried to have even less spin on the shot. But
right.
That's so hard to do in such a difficult place to try to second guess those judgments. Then he hits that over the green. We're watching him in the bunker now. I know you can't see it because I don't feel like turning my computer towards you.
That's fine.
He hits this one in the water, drops it again in there, and then chunks the next one out, 2 putts for a 10. It was definitely a rough hole, but it's just a hard place to play. But
then he goes 5 birdies in the final 6 holes to close out his Sunday.
Yes, I do have that too, including like...
Why didn't he just do that the first few days?
I think his caddy needed to be out there telling him to do better.
Hey,
he
make
just
birdies.
Forgot that tip. 13's a par 5, he made birdie there. 15's a par 5, he made birdie there. 16, he hit it to like 3 feet. That wasn't an overly long shot. It was probably the best one of the day for anyone on that hole. And then he pounded a drive on 17 and only had a wedge into that one. He hit that shot really close. So he hit a lot of good shots coming in. I don't think this was the case. I read it on the internet all over the place that Tiger's will and his mindset is what did this. I call this, and what it really is called, is regression to the mean. He made a 10. Great. He's a much better golfer than someone who shoots 7 over par on a hole. So he came through and just finished really strong. That's what he does. He's an awesome player.
So since we opened up with talking about Tiger's 10, I'm going to lead with my new segment for the week.
Oh, great. Everyone's excited to hear that.
Yeah, so new segment for this week is Random Tiger Stat of the Week, and it relates to his 10. Tiger has played 23,789 holes before making his first 10.
5 seconds before we did this, you said you didn't have a new segment.
I know, but
who did the math for you?
My minions sent me a text. I got a text, so
there you go.
There it is, new segment of the week, Random Tiger Stat.
Yeah, well,
but think about that though. Almost 24,000 golf holes played before ever making a 10. It just shows you just even more stats about Tiger's greatness and prowess.
How many holes have you played without a 10?
So
Dustin Johnson
7.
Also shot 20 under par, which is the lowest score ever in a major. That ties a few people, Henrik Stenson, Jason Day. What else did he do that was pretty awesome? Fewest bogeys in a Masters win. He set that record, only had 4. And then the most important one, though, if you did watch any of it, I watched his last round. It's on masters.com. That is a really good place to check out some new content as well that they did a nice job with. Shows every shot Dustin Johnson hit in the last round. He hit 60 of 72 greens this week. That is an all-time record. And then the course itself just played so much easier relative to the firm, fast conditions they're used to when they played this in April. So this was a lot easier golf course if you were hitting the ball really well.
Yeah. And in true DJ fashion, he gave us a few DJ highlights, not on the golf course. Of course, my favorite was before winning the jacket. I forget if this was Friday or Saturday in an interview. When asked about his favorite tradition at the Masters and favorite piece of the Masters, DJ says the sandwiches. So I'm going to be interested to see what's on the menu next year for the Champions Dinner that DJ is going to host.
What do you think he has for a sandwich? Make a prediction here. New segment. Dave makes a prediction
Dave
about
makes
next
a
year's
prediction.
Masters.
Well, I think if he doesn't capitalize on the interview that he gave and at least have pimento and salad and egg salad, pimento cheese and egg salad sandwiches as at least the appetizer officially on the menu, I have no more faith in humanity. So
the simpletons food that they allow the patrons out there. It's the best way to go, man.
yeah.
Did you see Bernard Longer was paired with Bryson DeChambeau on Saturday?
I did. I saw Bryson got beat by 2 old timers.
Yeah, he did.
At one point, he was tied with Larry Mize at I think 3 under. This was early on the day on Friday or something like that.
Right.
And of course, there was all the talk and discussion about the longest hitter literally in the tournament versus at this point what is probably literally the shortest.
Mm-hmm.
And then he comes up against Buzzsaw in Bernard Longer.
I don't think anyone's called 161-year-old Bernard Longer a buzzsaw in a while, but it's true. He was probably 70 yards behind him on every tee shot, but the game that he was able to play was stick some long clubs because the ground was soft.
Right.
So he hit good shots.
Yeah,
and
they're all
just
playing the
coming
same
in
course.
softer. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
right.
they're all playing the same golf course.
Yeah.
I did like Bernard's interview. Then at some point he made a little tongue-in-cheek comment about that he's had some success on the senior tour and he felt ready for this tournament, which that is a little bit of an understatement. I mean, the guy is a buzzsaw on the senior tour. Probably not to Bryson, but the guy's tearing it up out there.
I'd say so.
Except here comes Phil. Phil will give him a run.
Phil's not having any trouble. He did play an awesome couple first rounds of golf, and then same story, regression to the mean kicked in. He played a 47.5-inch driver this week. Did you hear about that? Yeah,
Phil did? I did not hear about Phil.
Yeah, he's out there trying to, his game.
Yeah.
I got to bomb it. So he hit a bunch of really good drives, including one of the longest ones of the week. But that same story of regression to the mean is that while you might play 2 awesome rounds, hit a bunch of great drives, doesn't mean it's going to last for 4, and it didn't. The wheels fell off on Saturday, shot 79, didn't putt really well by his own account, hit the ball great for the first 2 rounds, but couldn't follow that up because it was above his level of play for this week. Did you see Dustin Johnson's interview?
It's a dream come true.
After he won.
As a kid, always dreamed about, being a Masters champion.
It's okay.
It took a while to get through this. Amanda was even surprised.
We all know that there's no crying in baseball, but apparently golf is in baseball. So now it was actually impressive to see DJ show an emotion. For a change.
It's so great to see somebody who he worked so hard, he lived so close to that golf course, and he just wanted to win.
Second place last year, right? Came up short to Tiger. So last year was Tiger's year. This year is DJ's year, and who knew? DJ has emotions.
He said some great things about my friend Claude Harmon, who's his coach and is always out there with him. But here's a little bit more of Amanda's interview with him.
Hard. It's just that not a lot of us get to see it. Could you give us just a peek behind the curtain as to why all of this emotion is there? Because I know it's because of how hard you work.
I've never had this much trouble gathering myself.
It's okay.
He really did have a tough time, but it was awesome to see that. So, those were the stories. Bryson thought 67 was par. Even par 67 every day would have won the tournament. That's exactly what DJ did. He didn't play great. He lost the ball in the rough. I don't know if you saw that. It wasn't a bad shot on the second or third hole.
Oh, yeah, Bryson?
Yeah.
Yeah, he got what he deserved.
Things I wasn't ready for right there. That was one. That was the new segment. Bryson got what he deserved. He definitely doesn't handle adversity as well as
That's
some of the
kind of
other
what I
guys,
meant
but
by that is that if he would start to handle adversity more, I would start to root for him more as a human being on the golf course. But
it's totally fair game, man. That's why we can sit here and say that.
Yeah.
I know you believe that. I do too. I wish he could handle that better, but how many of the superstar athletes, Michael Jordan, Lance Armstrong, I mentioned those because they both have some specials out on TV if you're looking for those, talking about how they thought about the game that they played and what they actually did, and they don't come across as the best human beings. They come across as people who wanted to win.
Yeah.
I'm seeing Bryson feels the same way right now. He's trying hard.
And if the Masters in Augusta could talk, they'd say, and I took that personally.
Yes, that's right, and they certainly would. But it was awesome. It's a Masters unlike any other for sure.
I hope there's no more in November.
Our next major The Masters.
Is the Masters.
Get
We're going to
ready
go
for that
back-to-back
one.
Masters.
That's right.
Allegedly, if COVID goes away.
I don't know. Any more new segments? You got anything else you want to talk about?
Not for
Tournament
today.
This week.
Tournament.
Where is that?
Sea Island, Georgia. It's
Oh.
the RSM Classic.
Very nice place. Okay,
Yeah.
I wonder how many people
Dozens.
will be playing in that one that you'll want to see. Yep, that's our warehouse you're hearing. So I think next time we start doing a little bit more, it's good to chat with you here. I want to do some golf talk. We got an event tomorrow with a big company that we're participating in. Right over here, we'll do some stuff there. Got a few more topics in golf that we can talk about and some club fitting pieces as well. All these tour players are using long drivers suddenly.
I know it.
There's such a herd mentality out there. I wouldn't mind chewing that apart a little bit about
Bryson
how that
the
fad
trendsetter.
will go.
Yeah.
That'll be a fad for sure. It might hang around a little while, but it will not stay for
Yeah, we'll
for
see it.
long.
At one point, people probably thought metal drivers were a fad, but here we are.
They still are. I think Ping's going to come back with a persimmon.
Going to bring
again.
the persimmon back?
They might. They
Yeah.
might. Yeah. Anything else? You good?
I think I'm good.
Okay. See you next time.
See ya. Go Steelers.
Go Steelers.